Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be doing the new Diamond Casino robbery for the Salvage Yard. It's one of the new robberies for the Salvage Yard's chop shop business. And we're going to be talking about what the new 3 vehicles are, what the 3 robberies are, which robberies are new. And we have the submarine robbery coming up. So I'm going to be talking to you guys about that too. We're not going to be doing the entire new robbery together because I feel like it's going to take an hour and no one wants to see that. So I'm going to do the robbery. I'm going to walk you through it, show you what's new and exciting. And it'll be a good guide if you're struggling to do it yourself. Or if you're just like, you know what? I haven't played it yet. What is it all about? You'll be able to see in this video. As you can see, 250,000 in my wall safe. Now, first and foremost, if you're one of those people, it's like 250k. Mine only holds 150k. How did you do that? Well, if you go to Maze Bank and look at your actual business, it's wall safe right here. So if you upgrade your wall safe, originally in one of the guides I did, the first guide I did, I said in order to get passive money, you have to have a wall safe. You actually don't, but if you get the wall safe, it just upgrades the size of it, so how much money you can keep in it. And for me, obviously, I need that because I'm already maxed out. But it is what it is. So anyway, first thing I need to do is empty out this wall safe. Look at that big stack of cash, 250k. I will take it. Second thing I need to do, because obviously you make a bonus if you do salvaging. If you get salvage vehicles with your tow truck, you do make a bonus. And it's free money, man. It doesn't take that much. So first thing I need to do is get both of these filled up. And look at that thing just waiting for me there, man. I did a video, top 5 vehicles for snow yesterday. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out. But I love the location of this salvage yard. Just the fact that this thing parks right there all the time underneath this thing, it's just awesome. But anyway, let's go fill this up. Don't worry, you don't need to sit here watching me do this in the bloody snow. Let's get back to the salvage yard when we're full up. All right, and just like that, we've got 2 cars on the chopping block right now. By the way, that car had no right being a 20-minute almost round trip to pick up a bloody thing. First of all, that in the snow is awful to drive, but they sent me on a bloody mission into the bloody desert next to the lake. I was up here. They sent me all the way up bloody here to pick up this thing in the snow. 20 bloody minutes it took almost. For what? Anyway, so now what's going to happen? So we've done that. Let's take a look at the 3 cars now that we have this week for this new, well, there's just the 3 cars of the week. Okay, so this week we have these 3 cars right here. We have the Thrax. We have the Safari Comet, which is one of the best snow vehicles in the game, in my opinion. Like I say, I'll link it at the end of the video and in the description to my top 5 favorite best snow vehicles. But this is one of them. So make sure you check it out and make sure you try and get it. But technically, you can't, it's not available in game yet in order to be able to buy these or keep them. If you remember, Yusuf did say you can either sell it to him, you can salvage it, or you can keep it yourself. Keeping it yourself is going to be an option. It's just not yet in the game for some god knows what reason. But essentially, you're going to be able to purchase them for like 10 to 20,000, which isn't bad. And that may make this chop shop a little bit better. People are upset saying this thing business isn't that great. But imagine if you could buy this thing right here for bloody 20,000. Then you'd be like, okay, now the chop shop's worth it. Yes, you don't make that much money and you have to wait a week in order to get 3 more missions, but if you can buy like a $4 million car for 20 grand, you're probably going to enjoy the chop shop a little bit more. But anyway, these are the 3 vehicles this week, and the first one right here is what this video is all about today, ladies and gentlemen. It is the new casino robbery. We haven't had this. Last week we had 3 others. Well, not 3 others. These 2 are still the same as last week. But this one is a brand new one, and this is the Diamond Casino Robbery. And then next week, we are going to be getting a new one, which is going to be the one that I have been excited for most, which is the Submarine Robbery, ladies and gentlemen. That is right. I talked about it earlier this week with some leaks, but the Submarine Robbery is coming. So anyway, for the rest of this video, I'm going to walk you through this new robbery. I'm not going to record the whole thing because, well, I am going to record the whole thing, but I'm not going to upload me just doing the whole thing because it'll take like an hour. So let's walk you through it, let you know, is it worth doing? Is it fun? Is it not fun? Is it the best one so far? Let's find out. So first things first, as always in these robberies, you need to scope out the robbery first before it unlocks the side missions and all of your to-do list. You've got to do the scope out. And for this robbery setups, ladies and gentlemen, I am 100% going to be using my Obey Omnis. Like I say, make sure you check out my top 5 snow vehicles because they are so much fun in the snow. You should definitely be driving around in the snow, man. It is so much fun. But anyway, the first thing you're going to want to do is head on over to the Diamond Casino. Once you get there, you're going to have to take 2 pictures. One is going to be downstairs. You just need to take a picture of, like, the service entrance. And then, guys, can we just listen to the sounds of this real quick? Anyway, then you're going to want to head to the front of the casino near the nightclub entrance. You're just going to go around. I don't know if you go in front of these cameras, if anything's going to happen, but I just made sure I was out of range of the cameras and just took a picture of the door. Once you take a picture of the door, it's going to prompt you to enter the casino. Once inside the casino, it's going to ask you to take a picture of the Podium vehicle. Super simple. Just go ahead and take a picture of it, and then you're going to exit the casino. And then you're just going to have to return to the salvage yard. And once again, you should do it in style. Absolute beauty this thing is. I'll tell you, if you can't be using an Impressor Mark II in your Sparrows, man, during the snow. If you're one of those people and you're like, you know what? I hate driving in the snow. You clearly haven't watched the video I posted yesterday. So make sure you go check it out, because that was a lot of bloody fun. All right, so at this point, once you've scoped out the casino, you can see on the right-hand side, we have the tasks. Now, these are tasks that I'm going to show you here in a second that you can see on your mini-map or on your map in free mode. You don't have to come here to your salvage yard to launch these. You can see them in free mode. We'll look at that here in a second. But then once you've scoped out, as you can see, there is planning work. Now, we have the LSDS disguises, which we're going to have to go and get now. The storage key card. And then an optional disrupt personnel. Now, the optional ones are just that. You definitely do not need to do these. Kind of like the Cayo Perico heist. I've said this before. If you do the disruption missions, it will make it a hell of a lot easier. But you can still do it solo without worrying about it. It's just, it can be really, really easy. Or it can just be, you know, normal. So I'm not going to be doing the optional. But we are going to go ahead and do this one right now. All right, once again, we're going to be taking my Snowdrifter. And we're going to be heading on over to El Burro Heights. Once you get to El Burro Heights, it's going to prompt you to destroy the sewage tankers. I just used a rocket launcher, took out all 3. At this point, you are going to have some security guards that are going to shoot at you. So you can just take them out. The problem is, if you do take out the security guards, you are going to trigger the police, and the police are going to come. So either just try and avoid the security guards and not kill them, or you're just going to have to take out some police. But anyway, once you've destroyed all 3 tankers, it's going to ask you to turn the release valves, and there's going to be 5 of them spread around. Now, for me, it was kind of annoying. One of these, it just kept making me jump on the stairs. I kept getting locked on the stairs, but all you have to do is get on the top of these, turn the release valve, and that's it. You can take out some of the police along the way if you want to. I tried ignoring the police for the most part. But once you've turned all 5 of the valves, the LSDS, the sanitation van, is going to arrive. And once that arrives, you are going to have to steal it. Once you steal it, just make sure you have no cops chasing you, and then just head on back to the salvage yard. And that is the first setup mission complete. All right, for the next planning work, we have a storage key card. Now, for this one, I decided to use one of my favorite snow vehicles. But again, just drive around, man. It is so much fun. But for this, it's going to prompt you to head on over to Mirror Park. And if you're driving in a car like this, it's going to feel like it's not snowing at all. And you're just going to enjoy the ride. At this point, when I hit Mirror Park, I was confused because honestly, my brain is like a sieve and I cannot remember when they completed these houses. Am I going absolutely crazy? How can I not remember? All I remember is these houses being under construction, man. I do not remember ever driving up this street and seeing these houses completed. Can someone let me know in the comments when these things were completed? How have I brain farted this bad? And how has my memory just forgotten about it? They're beautiful, though. I want to buy one. But anyway, you have to continue searching Mirror Park until you find the house. Once you find the house, for me, it was this location right here. You're just going to go inside. You don't need to sneak around. As soon as you find the valet guy, you're just going to intimidate him with your weapon until he gives you the key card. Once you get the key card, you go to the safe. I had a little look around in his apartment. There was a few funny headlines on newspapers, but nothing really exciting. Oh, and there was a floorboard that looks like he has a dungeon down there, but we won't talk about that. But anyway, you're going to go to the safe, open up the safe, and it's going to give you the storage key card. At this point, obviously, you're going to have to lose the cops because it's Cops and Robbers DLC. The cops are everywhere. But obviously, if you're in a car like this and you have driving skill... Listen, even with crappy driving skills like me, if you're in the right car, you're going to be able to get away very easily. All right, so at this point, all I had left to do was the tasks on the top right here. And those, like I say, are in free mode. So if we go outside of the business, open up your map, you will see that there is 2 of them visible. I wasn't sure where the third one was, but we'll get to that here in a little bit. But we first headed to this robbery task right here. So once you get there and trigger the mission to happen by calling up Jamal, it's going to prompt you to break inside of the hideout. Once you get inside, you're going to hear a lot of people shouting. All I did, you can see down there, there's like 6 of them. I just threw a grenade down, and then all of them were gone. And honestly, I thought the 5th one was gone too, but they ended up shooting at me, risen from the dead, so I had to take him out. But anyway, then you just collect the grappling hook equipment, exit the hideout, and then it's going to prompt you once again to deliver it to the salvage yard. Now, you are going to have some bad guys chasing you, but they're not going to be able to keep up with you, man. The speed that we're going in this thing, nothing can keep up. All right, and then we went on to the next one, and this one is a little bit further away, but we're going to drive there anyway because we absolutely love it. All right, so you're going to end up at a fire station, and it's just as soon as you walk in, the alarm's going to go off. But it is okay. Just go ahead and grab the masks. I didn't kill any of the firemen. I felt bad about it, so I just got in my car and headed back to the salvage yard. All right, at this point, we did have one more left, the Sabotage Casino, which made me think, okay, I couldn't see the 3rd task, but obviously it's at the casino. And then when I looked at my map, you can see there is a logo for the salvage yard at the casino. So you're just going to head on over to the casino, go straight to the bathroom, plant the bomb, and then you're just going to have to leave. It's that easy. So once you've done that, head on back to your salvage yard. I just wanted to take a moment during these setups. I know I've probably already been talking about it in this video, but this thing is incredible. Like I said, go watch the video I did yesterday, top 5 vehicles for snow. This thing is absolutely incredible. Just go watch that video, man. But oh my God, I am in love. All right, let's carry on with the video. Okay, the only thing left to do here is start up the robbery. So let's go ahead, click that. All right, once you've started up the robbery, you're going to be taking your Boxville van, your LSDS van over to the casino. You're just going to park up outside here. And as soon as you get here, it's going to prompt you once again to call to detonate that bomb. So as soon as you detonate that bomb, you're not going to see anything explode, but it's going to let you know that it has happened. So just start driving over towards the casino. Once you get to the casino, you're just going to drive around back, and you're going to get the equipment out the back of the van, and then you're just going to walk around to the entrance. Once in the entrance, you're going to follow the guard down, and then you're just going to start mopping the floor. You're just going to start mopping the floor. As soon as the security guard leaves, then you go ahead, sneak to the elevator room. And the funny thing is about this, there is some guards, as you can see on the left. I don't know what happens if you go that way. I didn't do it. It may... I don't know, genuinely. But anyway, once you get out of the elevator, it is pitch black. Now, you do have a flashlight you can use, but for me personally, as somebody who played Call of Duty my entire life, knows that I just look at the minimap for everything. I can play any game without looking at what I'm doing as long as I have a minimap. So I just started running. Obviously, you are going to avoid the cameras, but we've done KO Perico enough. We know how to avoid these bloody cameras. And I didn't really even use my flashlight at all. I just looked at the cameras and I looked at my mini-map and then I just ran for it. Eventually, after doing all of those, you are going to find yourself at the elevator shaft where I ended up pulling out the flashlight just so I could see what was going on. Had a little exploration. Wasn't really too much exciting there. Then eventually you will find the elevator hatch. Go ahead and go in. It'll prompt this little cutscene right here. I always love these cutscenes, man. But anyway, it does this little cutscene and then we're going to end up on the bottom. I say on the bottom, you are going to have to rappel down there yourself. I just did the long jump ones. I didn't do the short jumps, but you do what you want to do. Now, once you get to the bottom, it's going to say open the facility doors. And as soon as you open them, you're basically it's going to trigger the alarm. There's no way to do this part stealthy. That I know of, at least, anyway. So what you're going to want to do is just take out all of these guards. And then you're going to run to the back in order to take out the gas, the security measures. You do have a gas mask, so you don't need to worry. But just take out the security measures. Now, this one was a pain in the butt. It's not that it's difficult. It's just annoying. And you only have 4 minutes to do this, or 5 minutes to do this. So let's speed this up here a little bit. All right, once you've completed that, the door is going to open and there's not going to be a lot. I think there's like 3 or 4 guards in there. I went around to have a little look. You don't need to really go in there because at this point you need to steal the car. So once you've got the car, you're just going to drive through the first door. Then you're going to have to go into the security office, take out a few people, do another one of these little mini puzzles here, but we've all done this a million times at this point. And that is it. You're going to get in your absolute beauty of a vehicle and drive on out. Don't need to stop to shoot at any of the guards, just drive through them. And then it's going to say lose the cops. And you do have a 4-star wanted level. But for me, I got rid of them fairly easily. I just ramped off onto the freeway, drove up onto the mountainside, made sure to keep my eye on the mini-map so that I didn't go into any of the police cone of vision, even though I got very close quite a few times. But I just drove up towards the Hollywood Bowl, hung out there for a little bit until the police were gone, and then we just had to return it to the salvage yard. All right, let's turn the camera back on. We're here at the end. I figured we may as well talk to you guys in this part. That was fun. That was actually a lot of fun. That was probably the most fun one out of all of them so far, for sure. I still think the submarine one's going to be sick, though. All right, so we got the 20 grand right there. Ladies and gentlemen, obviously our 2 cars that were getting salvaged have been salvaged. You can see we missed the escape. What was it? I bloody lost it. I wasn't paying any attention. Escape in 1 minute. I was taking my time. I was looking around. You know what I mean? I wanted to see what was happening in the casino. See if there's any little Easter eggs or anything like that. But that was incredible. Okay, we got 50k there for the podium robbery, I think that was. But look at this beauty, man. So you can see we can sell it for 400,000. So that's $500,000 almost for this. Or we could salvage it for 324. Now, I'm not going to do anything with this as of yet. I'm going to keep this here. Eventually, we're going to be able to buy them. Now, some people may think, oh, well, I'll just keep this until we can buy it because this is going to be a good one to buy. And you might not be wrong. This could be a really good one to buy. So maybe you want to hang on to this. Maybe what you should do is like last week, we had a few cars, but the best one was obviously the Imaggio, right? Imagine if you kept the Imaggio and then sold the other 2. So we'd have an Imaggio sitting here right now and this. And then we can do the other robberies. We can like do another one of the robberies and then just sell that car, then do the other robbery, then sell that car. But as you can see, we have 4 places here. So technically, even if you had the Imaggio still from last week, you would be able to have that. Plus, you could do all 3 of these because there's room here for those 3 as well. So maybe hold on to the cars. Maybe hold on. I'm going to hold on to this one. I'm not going to sell it. I'm going to wait until the update where we're able to buy these. And I'm going to hold on to this. Either it's a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, 2 months. We're going to be holding on to this thing right here in hopes that we're going to be able to buy it for not a lot of money at all, basically, like 20 grand. And then we'll do the other 2. We'll probably sell the other 2. And then next week, we'll see what we've got. And then if we got something good, we'll keep that as well. So you guys already know the drill, but let's have a look at the thing here. Yeah, you can see acquired. We'll sell these. I already have the Safari, as you saw in the video yesterday for the top 5 best snow vehicles. It'll be linked at the end and in the description. Go watch it after this one. I promise you won't be disappointed. And then the Vapid Clique. So yeah, we're not going to be... We'll just sell both of those once we get them. I'll be doing that here later today.
Everything good?
Everything's swell, thank you. But what have we got? We got 24k in the safe. We've made like 60 or something thousand from the 2 salvage vehicles. So I'm gonna have to go get some more salvage vehicles and then finish these last 2 here so we can have the other 2 cars sitting here pretty. But anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I loved this one. Out of the 3 that we've had, or technically 4 heists we've had so far, or robberies, I should say, this is my favorite one. I still think that the submarine with the Kasaka is going to be my favorite, but we're not going to know until next week when that comes out. So as of now, it is this Diamond Casino one. It's a lot of fun. And I'm going to be holding on to the car. Let me know what your theories are on that. Are you going to hold on to this car too in hopes that you can buy it for 20,000? But like I say, there is 4 places you can park vehicles in this place. So you could technically keep this one, keep one next week, keep one the week after, and have 3 that you've kept over like a month, and then just have 1 spot left where you could do a mission, sell it, do a mission, sell it, do a mission, sell it. So that's what I'm going to be doing until we get the option to sell or buy. I wish I would have kept that Imaggio last week and not sold it. If you still have it, keep it. keep this one as well. I think every week there's going to be one really nice car and then 2 okay cars. Next week, the really nice car is obviously going to be the submarine mission, where according to the trailer, as you can see here, it is the Cadillac Escalade. So that may be coming next week with the robbery mission. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Like I say, check out these videos that are on your screen right here or in the description, and make sure to check out the top 5 snow vehicles so you can see, because you're going to want to be driving these ones. Like, people don't like driving in the snow, but once you've looked at my list and tried them out, you're going to want to be driving. But anyway, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, as always, with a brand new video. Goodbye.